Hello there, and welcome back to Skyrim. God, how long has it been since I played this game? Like, 3 weeks at this point? I can't even remember. I can't remember when I last played this game. But welcome back. It's not on screen right now. And here is the reason why. As soon as I tab back into the game, the music is gonna start, and I think, you know what? So I've been down in the dumps lately. I've been struggling a lot with just a bunch of shit. If you want to see like the full like if you want to hear like the full details of that, go and watch my Vampire Survivors VOD. It's in like the first 20 minutes of that VOD. Yeah, go and watch that if you actually care to be kept updated. But point is, yeah, I've been struggling with a lot of stuff, and it was really up in the air as to whether or not I was actually going to even stream today at all. But here we are. I'm live. I clicked the start streaming button, so we're stuck here. So I'm gonna use this as kind of a little bit of a mental health break because, you know, Skyrim is one of my comfort games. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I always enjoy playing Skyrim. And there's a lot of reasons to that. And basically, we're going to try and use this stream as a way to doctor my mental health. Starting with a sing-along. Now, I've done this a few times already, but no reason to not do it again. So I'm going to sing along the main theme of the Skyrim soundtrack. So let's get into this. Varin Varin Voku Afrakas Va Akvino Lopakan for the sun's in Rosan Dovagin Vahin Kogan Mudral. I don't know why I'm doing this an octave higher than I usually do. God, my voice cannot do that. Uzra Kurano Banbo Lingravora Quinte Posicundo Fingain. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Olos von Vanedov Akin Relido Jurvoth Ansule Quaroni Valcrine Arkinkelos Prodato Vino Now Zema Banbande Sundain Alduin Pinjunjun Prosecocus Now Popalo Dolhin V9. Usan sul fentalog fod fin full lovano Fenkos na lot maferak a cruz. Pagzaitain fenkos pinolbain aluin jot. Tokin notsen los varin warain bokul mafrakas pal at pinolapakan porson zin rozan tokin pahin kogan mudran ura dura ya ura 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 ya. So there you have it. If you haven't heard that before, you're welcome. Yeah. Just singing that is good stuff. Also, fuck, I really fucked up my pinky here. You know how everyone has like those anxious tics or whatever, like, you know, like biting their lip or like I mean, a very common one, I think, is biting fingernails. I tend to pull on my fingernails, and I just really fucked up my pinky, so great. That's fantastic. It'll grow back, but oh god, it's annoying me right now. I should probably grab the nail trimmers, but whatever. Anyway, let's get back into the game. So, reason number one why we were doing all that is yeah, we're just trying to enjoy Skyrim. Am I caring too much? No, of course I'm not. Alright, so I guess it looks like last time where we started off was my homestead. So, and it does not look like we've done any harvesting or potion crafting. So, here's what I have planned. Oh, maybe we already did that. Or maybe not. Maybe we've just done the wheat and not the other stuff. Well, I'm gonna grab this other stuff, the non-wheat, and do a little bit of potion crafting with that.
Need something?
Need something? That is a very loaded question, my dude, but I'm gonna just say no. It's blisterwort, right? Hello, Mortimer. That's blisterwort and imp stools. Give me my death bell and no, do nothing. Give me a nightshade, and yeah, we've already harvested all the wheat, which honestly saves me a lot of work. And the swamp fungal pods. We are playing Skyrim today. How I'm doing? That is a loaded question that I don't really want to get into. Let's just say I could be better and I'm holding it together somehow. Anyway, into the potion crafting. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's life, I suppose. But you know what? Skyrim is one of my comfort games, and so I think it's a good game to, you know, relax to. Right. Yeah, let's do the paralysis potions first, because those ones actually do stuff. Then we get over to here. And then let's see, you and Hopefully we're back. What the actual fuck game? Well, it's not even the game's fault, it's... I don't even know whose fault it is, because if I did, I could probably fix it. It's either OBS or my laptop, or a mix of both, or neither. But some fucking thing has been going on recently where, like, the last last several streams I've done have all been like this. Just like, you know, I'm just vibing and existing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, great. Thank you, OBS, for fucking everything up. See, this is one of the reasons why I haven't streamed as much lately. It's because literally the act of streaming sometimes is incredibly unreliable. You know, I'm just here trying to exist and play my games. And apparently, sometimes OBS is just like, nope, fuck you. Sucks to be you. This is why my life is a pain. I hate this. I hate this so much. What's that to the south? That was... Oh, right, we still have to do that. You know what? Sure, we'll do that. I was gonna head to Whiterun, but we might as well turn this quest in. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the way. Yeah, this is gonna be the way to Falkreath. Hello, Skylar. Hopefully OBS does not fuck up again, because it did just now, and it's really stressing me out because now I can't even be comfortable streaming my favorite game. I have to be in constant, like, terror that OBS is just gonna destroy me. Ooh, we found the revelers.
Why's that?
Who are you? There you are.
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me.
I would love to share a drink.
Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your... well, your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Thank you for the hydrate, Skylar. And yeah, thank you for saying something, Mortimer, because I really did not want you... Well, no, because I really would not have noticed if you hadn't said anything. I have no fucking clue, but OBS just hates me. Aw, thank you. I love you too, Mortimer. Yeah, OBS just hates me for some reason. I got a personal vendetta. Well, it's got a vendetta against me. And my instincts are telling me to just start having a vendetta against it. Anyway, let's head on towards Falkreath. Bum ba da ba bum. My reactive PNG is still not cooperative. I don't know why. I don't know what the reactive PNG's issue is. Like, is there really something so wrong with me? Just like, I don't know. It just doesn't light up when I talk, and then it lights up when I don't talk. It's like opposite day or some shit. No idea how to fix it. Although, speaking of the reactive, that does bring up something that I want to mention, which is, something I'm considering. So I know I haven't commissioned anything in quite some time, and frankly, it's for the best because I kind of tend to get really into commissioning things, and I end up spending more money than I really have the budget for. And yeah, I like over commission, and it's like cool, I have all this art and stuff, but now what do I do with it? I just spent a lot of money just so that I could have art to look at once, and then just put it away. So, but this time, this will actually be some important commission work. I wonder about commissioning another PNG. It'll probably be like a couple PNGs. Of basically this, what you see here, but with my new outfit. Right, Dengir's house is locked, because of course it fucking is. Why wouldn't it be? We could wait. Lakeview Manor is a bit of a walk. Yeah, that is a mood, Skylar. Also, nice color change. I'm a fan of the color you chose there. Yeah, thank you for the hugs, Mortimer. Alright, well anyway, let's... Since I can't be bothered to walk down the road, let's just,
It has been lonely. Few pay homage to the dead.
You want to be reminded of.
Alright, you're Valder. I saved you. Yeah, let's just take a night at the inn.
Welcome to Dead Man's Dream. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Anyway, I can't remember if I finished my thought or not. ADHD do be like that. But yeah, I kind of want to commission a new PNG.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Of me in my new outfit. I don't know if any of you have seen it. I know you have, Skylar. But yeah, there's I have a second outfit that I want to someday be able to show off.
Escape fighting in Cyrodiil, only to have it track me down again in Skyrim.
Honestly, the ice blue kind of fits my color scheme too. I can't remember what color I have set. I think it's like teal or whatever, but yeah, no, the ice blue is actually a lot more my style.
You're not as dumb as you look.
Anyway, welcome, Vigor. You were in your house, but I'm here now. I'm here to tell you that your ancestor vampire guy is dead.
My family thanks you. Take this as a token of our gratitude.
Oh, great.
What'd you say?
I, you know, it was no biggie. I just kind of went and killed, like, one of the most powerful vampires of your family's legacy. And I get 200 gold for it. Fan-fucking-tastic. Alright. Well, anyway, let's sell our potions that we crafted, because those are gonna weigh us down. Hello? I just saw you go inside. Unlock your door. Fuck you. I guess I'll go to the general cellar and sell them general stuff. Anyway, yeah.
Know if you see anything you like. Well met. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Let's see here. So, actually, that is a good point. Do I have any weapons I could sell? Because those tend to weigh me down. Oh, shit. I forgot I had that. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find someone to sell that one to. Those are pretty good, but I can't afford to sell that. This I can afford to sell. And what else? Mythic Dawn. I don't really need these. Wait. Was I taking them for something? I think I was keeping them for some reason. I can't remember why. Was it? Yeah, seriously. Like, I kind of wish it scaled, with levels. I swear, like, some quests do scale with your level. So, like, if you're a higher level, you get more money, like, more bang for your buck. But, I have no idea about, like, lower levels. Anyway, I think I was keeping the Mythic Dawn stuff just to, like, put on one of my mannequins, and right now, I'm thinking fuck that. I don't need that. So, let me see what else we have to sell. We've got a lot of unenchanted stuff. Let me sell you some potions. Do you have any potion, or do I have any potions that you could afford? So these are very easy to sell, just super cheap. There's the paralysis poisons. Those are the ones that are really expensive. You could afford 2 of these. There you go.
Steal anything from my shop and you... Can I get you something?
That's actually a pretty good mod idea. You know, having the bounties kind of scale based on what the bounty was for.
Better. I'm loyal to Dengear. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Alright, well, let me sell... Oh, holy shit. Oh, hang on. Aha! That explains it.
See me up. Only a heart. The finest weapons.
I
and
can
armor.
sell any type of item to any type of merchant. Okay, that very much explains it. I'm gonna forget I have that perk. So anyway, let's just... Actually, no, we came first for the weapons. Yeah, you can have that. And then... Oh, you can, like, barely afford that, I won't miss the 60 gold that I'll be losing.
But steel's worth every something. Remember that.
Alright.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If someone new, perhaps take a look.
Alright, and then I can sell you. Let's go into potions. To sell you the paralysis poisons that I made, because those are nice and valuable. And now, what else have I crafted? Right, these as well. And you can have one of these. Awesome.
All right then.
Alrighty. So that's all done. We've done the various things around here. Actually, have we... Quest log, also drop a save. Quest log. Have we helped? Are you fucking kidding me? I've only assisted 2 people in Falkreath. That feels like a lie. But whatever. Alright. Let's continue on our way. Because other than that one quest, what else we have planned? So we're gonna cut through this mountain pass down here to the south. And then there's a few quests over in the Reach that we're gonna, not the Reach, the Rift that we're gonna do. We have an Oblivion Gate over there. That's for some, like, whatchamacallit, Anniversary Edition content. Then we have the Ruins of Mizulft that we have to do for the Mages Guild. We've got a couple things that we have to do in Lost Knife Hideout, so might as well do that. And then there's Mistwatch, which we've been told about, but we don't really know much about it yet. But there is a quest there, so now that it is on our map, we might as well go there. So that is the plan for today. But none of it compares to just jaunting through the wilderness, and honestly, I don't think I can be bothered to, like, fight every single thing I come across. I'll just let Janessa handle it. I am simply here to enjoy the nice open air in Skyrim. Not IRL. I mean, oh, ooh, okay, so normal things I would say, yeah, I'll just let my follower deal with this, but this is a bunch of zombies. So, I guess I'll deal with it. Alright, so let's ebony flesh it up, and then kill a few of you. I hope you don't kill my horse, please. That would be excellent. If you could just, like, not kill my horse, I would love that. Oh god, Janessa is almost dead. Stop it. Stop attacking my horse. Alright, and then there's one zombie left. There we go. Okay. Jesus. Yeah. Normally I'd be like, yo, let's just kind of let things happen and I'll just let the random wildlife I'll let Janessa take care of that. But no, we apparently had a zombie horde spawn in. Alright, wait, what? Return to Tolfir. I can't remember what we did for him, but we apparently... Oh, it was like a rogue wizard, wasn't it? Yeah, we had like a rogue wizard that we killed. Anyway, oh shit. Great. Fucking great. Love when that happens. Alright. How's the stream looking? Is anything frozen? Is a pause menu? You should be looking at a pause menu right now. Is that correct and accurate? Okay, it's running okay. Okay, cool. Seriously, I love that. I love how OBS just like loves to make my computer flicker every once in a while, and then I'm like, great, and then OBS turns out to have crashed, and then it's like 50-50 on whether or not the stream is now fucked or if I can just keep going on with my day. I gotta be honest with you, chat. This is one of the reasons why I haven't been streaming a lot lately. I struggle very much to, like, face things head on with, like, what my various ongoing issues are. But, you know, like, frankly, I've noticed that and acknowledged it, because, heck, that's one of the things that, like, my sleep tracker app does, is every time I wake up in the morning, it asks me, how was your sleep? And it, like, and asks me to rate how I slept, and a lot of days I can't really be bothered to rate how well I slept. And my sleep tracker app gets mad at me for not saying anything. But it really is just like, I kind of can't be bothered, but it's just because I can't really face my issues. But here's one of the few instances where I'm going to have to acknowledge a problem that I have. So I haven't been streaming very much lately, and I blame a lot of that on just general stuff like, oh, I haven't been feeling very, like, great mentally lately, or I blame it on, like, all sorts of stuff, like, oh, you know, I've just been relaxing and taking time for myself, or, oh, I've just been, you know, vibing and existing and doing other things, and all that sort of stuff. The reality is, one of the reasons why I haven't been streaming a lot lately is literally this. Is the fact that OBS has ceased to be reliable to me. And I really don't know how long-term of an issue that is going to be. Maybe it'll be like all well and dandy as soon as I get back home, back to the US where my PC is, and then I can, like, you know, have my actual oh, that's my Eek. Yeah, we'll let him run off. I don't need to talk to him every time I see him. Yeah, like, maybe these issues will go away as soon as I get home and get my regular, you know, my big, beefy streaming PC going, and then everything will be fine and dandy, and I'll never have any streaming issues again. And part of me is worried that that's not going to be the case. Like, what if I'm hinging all my hope on this false hope that is actually a complete lie? What if, when I get back home and I get my big beefy streaming PC booted up again, I still have so many issues with my streams? Like, what if these never go away? What if the only way for me to fix my streaming issues is to dump a lot of cash that I do not have on a brand new computer? Like, I really can't afford to just make big purchases like that on a whim. And the fact that my PC at home is pre-built means that I can't really say how easily replaceable the various parts are. Because that was an issue that I had when I was trying to replace the cooling system in my PC, is that I physically could not remove the old cooling system to replace it with the new one, because the pre-built was basically like, we're gonna make the screws as tight as physically possible so that if you even so much as attempt to remove anything, you'll end up stripping the screw. Which is exactly what happened, and basically meant that I had to take it into a PC shop to have them do the repair for me. So yeah, who can say? Maybe I'll be needing like a new GPU. Maybe I'll be needing like a new like something or else. Like, who can really say what I'll be needing, if anything? But yeah, it really does just kind of like, it just gives me anxiety, you know? Like, currently I have various issues when I stream. And I'm just clinging on to this hope that these issues are only temporary and it'll all be fine as soon as I go back home. But what if they don't? What if these issues are just here to stay and I just can't effectively stream anymore? Like, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'll put a stop to my streams.
What's a milk drinker? Why? What are you gonna do? Cry? No need to get rough.
There we fucking go. Go fuck yourself, you stupid goddamn fucking cunt. Yeah, who can really say if, like, I really hope that this isn't a permanent thing. I really hope that I can just get my various things fixed. And that everything will be back to normal as soon as I go home. But we all know that's not true. Like, when I go home, so much stuff is gonna change. I mean, who can even say if I'll even have time to stream? Like, I'll be needing to look for a job, I'll be needing health insurance. I hate life. I just want to live and enjoy my, like, existence on this earth. Is that really too much to ask? Like, is it too much to ask to just live and be fine and just enjoy life without any troubles? Yeah. Hopefully the future will be brighter. Hopefully. Someday. Maybe. I don't know. It's like... you get kicked down so many times. And... you pick yourself up as many times as you can. But at some point, you're just like, I'm tired. I'm tired of always having to just pick myself back up and dust myself off after I get kicked in the teeth and I, like, keel over from the pain that life has, like, put me through. I appreciate your support, Mortimer. Like, yeah, it's... life sucks. I love you too, Skylar. Yeah, it's really just a whole matter of, like,
I'll kill you. I swear it.
the more times that you get knocked down, you just kind of start to give up. Like, what's the point in getting myself back up? What's the point in brushing myself off and going back into the world, because it's just gonna kick me down again. It's... what's the definition of insanity? It's that you do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Is life insanity? Am I supposed to just keep getting kicked down and then pick myself up again and expect different results? Or is it that I'm, like, not expecting different results, and I'm expecting the same thing to happen again and again, and I just keep getting kicked down, and there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to, you know, set my lower jaw and take it up the ass. Like, such is life. Who the fuck are green cap bandits? Janessa, where the fuck are you? There she is. Alrighty, have fun doing whatever you're gonna do, Mortimer. Also, I'm sorry for just being so depressing this stream. I really don't... I don't want to have, like... I don't want to spread negative vibes. But... sometimes it's like... I really just don't know what to say. Sometimes I just want to like cry and scream and just like be hugged and told that it's all gonna be okay. God, I really want to hug.
Just give up!
Oh, hello.
Damn you! Today. Victory's yours, I submit!
Yeah, go submit your fucking ass. I'll have your fucking head on a spike. Alright, there we go. Take all that stuff. Take all... Where's his other... Where'd the other guy go? There he is. Alright, let's go further into the dungeon. Oh, Janessa, do you... I forgot you have that flame staff.
If that is what you wish. Lead on.
I guess just keep using it if you want. Hello. Come on. Come on. Let me grind up my block. On my fault. Janessa, stop fucking jerking yourself. Just come and kill this guy. There we go. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be bothered to go and search his corpse. Yeah, I'm just trying to grind up my block. Because really... Oh, wait. Someone alive? Are they up there? Yeah, they're up there. Hang on. I got this. Okay, that did, like, nothing. I'll be up there. I'll take you out. There, I swear there's... There we go, I thought there was someone. Come on. Help me grind up my block. Where's Janessa? Oh, I think I hear her. She's slowly making her way up here. What am I gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? You're barely making a dent in my health bar. Alright, how about this? Alright, now let me just ebony flesh a bit. Also, that's one of you dead.
You'll be so much easier to love when you're dead.
Alright, come at me. Seriously, Janessa, where the fuck are you? I guess Janessa's taking on another one of them. Here she comes. Okay, yeah, she's currently focused on someone else. There you go, Janessa. Good job. Now, please take care of this guy. There we go. I know I probably could have, like, made that go a whole lot faster if I'd actually bothered to, you know, put up a fight, but I don't know. I guess I'm feeling like grinding block. Okay, so what do we need? I guess health. Can never go wrong with more health. Restoration. I don't think we need anything more for restoration. What about alteration? Nope, nothing here. In fact, we'll probably be making Alteration Master level once the opportunity presents itself. We're very close to level 100 enchanting. Heavy armor is maxed out, right? Yeah, we've got all the perks there. Smithing we don't care about, so it's really just, yeah, this stuff. So, what do we take? Deflect arrows or quick reflexes? I'm gonna go for quick reflexes. Deflect arrows, we don't really care too much about right now. So, further into the dungeon we go. Make sure that I loot all the corpses. And... yeah, okay, so, yeah, Lost Knife Hideout. I remember this place. It's very memorable. So this next area, we're gonna have a bunch more bandits. And then there's gonna be the bandit boss, and then... Alright, there we go. Right on the map. 2 things that we got. Okay, so... Let's just get ebony flesh ready to go. There it is. Cast that ebony flesh, grab the Daedric shield, and let's fuck some shit up. I love how the outlaw just dies to a single full thing of fire breath shout. It's also kind of weird that we've got a mix of green cap bandits and regular bandits. I wonder if that's partly because of, like... I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that we have 2 quests active for us to be here simultaneously. Could be. I don't know. It's just Skyrim breaking. As it does. Alright, help myself to some of this stuff. Let's see, is there anything that... There is a chest. I'll take that stuff. That's fine stuff. I don't mind having more stuff. I'm 90% sure I've read that book already. I have. Yeah. I mean, Skyrim breaks if you slightly nudge something. Apparently, here's a glitch that I'd heard of. I can't remember who did it. But... Right, okay, So, I found a video of someone that was doing, like, a whole, can you beat Skyrim without breaking any of the 10 commandments. So the person doing the video himself was Christian, and, you know, my views on Christianity are kind of very nuanced. Like, you're allowed to believe in what you want to believe in. It's all perfectly fine. But it did come down to a very interesting video. Basically, he was like, he broke down the 10 commandments, and some of them he kind of had to redefine what exactly they mean, in the context of Skyrim. And some of them are like, it's impossible to break because of, like, one reason or another. And so kind of what he did was... So, like, he's not allowed to use... So I can't remember off the top of my head what all the commandments even are. But basically he wrote off, like, saying the Lord's name in vain is not something that you can physically do in Skyrim because, you know, really can't, like, it's not in any dialogue options ever. So that's one thing. And same with, like, being true to your spouse or whatever, because you can't, like, the game does not really allow for you to, like, cheat on your spouse. So yeah, there's, like, a couple commandments that couldn't, like, it's physically impossible to break in Skyrim. So, like, he's like, don't worry about those. The ones that he did mention, however, were, like, number one, is, like, you can't, well, one of them was you have to respect the Sabbath, like, have a day, you know, Sunday is the day of no work. So basically what he said is, like, you know, every Sunday just, like, sleep for 24 hours in a bed. That's pretty easy and straightforward to do. The two difficult ones that he said were particularly hard to do was the no stealing. Okay, so yeah, there's like the three main ones. It's no stealing, no lying, and no no killing. I can't remember the exact wording, but that's essentially what it boils down to, is no stealing, no killing, and no lying. And it's, there's the Headman's Cleaver. I can't remember what quest that was tied to. We'll read this journal in a moment. But first, let me finish off my thought. Yeah, so it was like no killing, no stealing, no lying. The no lying part came down to basically if you say you're going to do something for someone, then you have to do it. So that is essentially like, if someone gives you a quest, you must do the quest. Like, that's kind of like the no lying part. No stealing, there's the very straightforward, obvious one, which is like anything that is marked as stolen means that you're breaking that. But he took it even further and said that also goes down to no grave robbing. Yeah, there are actual dialogue options where you can lie, but really all you have to do is just don't choose those dialogue options when they pop up. Yeah, the no stealing, very straightforward, just like don't take anything that belongs to someone else. However, what the game considers stealing is not necessarily what, you know, other people would consider stealing. Like, for instance, taking, like, taking money, well, looting corpses, basically. Like, in the game, it's like, well, it doesn't belong to this person anymore because they're dead. But IRL, if someone were to die, whether or not you were the person that murdered that person, taking things off their body is technically a crime, at least in most places. So that also counts as stealing. Like, things can still belong to someone even after they're dead. So the only times where it's okay to take something is if you're taking something back. So if, for instance, someone like gave you a quest like, hey, these bandits stole this thing from me, could you please take it back to me? That's the only time where that's okay. So like an early game example would be getting the golden claw. Getting the golden claw would count as not stealing because you're taking something back for someone. However, the Dragonstone does count as stealing under this guy's rules, because the Dragonstone belongs to the keeper of the Dragonstone, and the keeper of the Dragonstone is the person that you kill to take the Dragonstone from. So yeah, under this guy's rules, you cannot complete the game without breaking the no stealing commandment, and the no stealing commandment is, yeah, like, you can't complete the game without taking their Dragonstone. Then the no killing is like, you know, kind of very straightforward, just like, and of course there can be an argument made where you're allowed to kill in self-defense, but he decided, you know what, I'm not even gonna use that dumb option, because frankly you get attacked by bandits all the time in this game. So I'm going to not kill at all and actually use, here in the game, you can see general stats, combat, people killed. So you can see right there the different stats. Yeah, those are the, like, he basically wanted to keep all of that at 0. And there is a way you can do it if you have a follower. So if a follower kills someone in your, like, when they're being your follower, it counts towards your kill count. But what you can do is have them as your follower, tell them to leave, and then lure someone to attack that follower. Now there is a problem there where you know, you can't actually, like, your follower is protected when they're in your service. So like, you know, the whole thing where like they get down on one knee and like they're kind of crawling on the ground. That is a good question, Skylar. This guy didn't mention it at all in his playthrough because he was really mainly focused on doing the main quest anyway. But I think he'd probably make an argument for it's okay to kill automatons. But yeah, no, like, followers are protected as long as they are in your service, but if they're not in your service, they're treated just as any other NPC, which is basically like, even if they do get down on the ground, the enemies that are aggroed onto them are still going to attack them and probably eventually kill them. So the no killing clause, he was able to do that all the way up until the very, very end of the game, in which you have to kill Alduin. Because the way the game works is Alduin doesn't actually die until you land the final blow. Even if his health is at 0, he will just sit there waiting for you to deal the killing blow. So, and that does count towards your kill count in the general stats. Now, I personally would argue that killing Alduin doesn't actually count as a kill because you don't absorb his soul. So, like, you only really kill a dragon if you absorb the dragon's soul. So, yeah, like, essentially, yeah. His argument is that you can't break the game without, you can't play the game without breaking the no killing commandment. But, yeah, the no soul commandment is like, or, yeah, you can't break it without doing the no killing or the no stealing. I would argue that you can do it with the no killing. Also, another thing is, do not covet false gods or whatever the commandment says. Basically, like, the commandment is like there is like only one true God, and you're not supposed to like worship other gods other than the one true God, and that includes using magic. He did not count using shouts, because shouts are apparently a thing that you can just use, like, they're a thing that can be taught. But apart from using shouts, like, yeah, like, I'd personally argue that shouts were gifted to humans by Kinnereth, and Kinnereth is, at least in the terms of, like, Abrahamic beliefs regarding the Ten Commandments, that does count as false god. But, you know, whatever. He says Kinnereth doesn't count, so whatever. But Magnus does. Magnus does count as a false god, because Magnus is the god of magic. And if you use any sort of magic spell at all whatsoever, that also counts towards, you know, breaking one of the commandments. So, yeah, that's his reasoning for not using conjuration or illusion magic to have your enemies fight for you, or have, like, summoning enemies or summoning people to fight your enemies. But yeah, it was kind of an interesting video to watch. Not my usual cup of tea, but it's sometimes interesting to watch people try and do, like, some various challenge runs in Skyrim. But basically, the entire reason I went on this whole big tangent in the first place is I learned from watching that video that there's a glitch that you can do where basically, like, if you pick up a bucket, or maybe even a wooden bowl would work, just like, but bucket is the usual thing. If you pick up a bucket and then use whirlwind sprint against like a locked door, an example would be like those dragon doors that you use the dragon claws for to unlock. If you use whirlwind sprint while holding a bucket against that door, you'll clip through the door. Which he did have to do that a few times because there's a few dungeons that require you to, you know, take a claw, but unlike the golden claw where you're stealing something back for someone who previously was the owner of said claw, most other instances of getting claws, you're not stealing something back for someone. You're just taking it off of a body, therefore, presumably, that is the person that owned said thing in the first place. Yeah. Yeah, so that was something that I was unaware of, is like you can apparently use whirlwind sprint to clip through stuff. Aloha, Nausian. Hello. Alright, anyway, now let's read Urzog's journal. After that really long, incredibly super long tangent that was probably even longer than the video itself was, because the video was like 20 minutes or something. Alright. Fuck, when I was taking my drink, my headphones fell off. Anyway, so I've already beaten my little brother in everything. Cards, I had the better hands. Brawls, likewise. When we raced up the ramparts of the old castle, I would always be the first to reach the peak. Mother said the difference between myself and my brother was that he was a perfectionist and I was a conqueror. She said I wanted to beat him at everything and it drove me to become a great warrior. But my brother didn't care for competition. As a perfectionist, he simply wanted to sharpen his skills and would work with others if he thought it would better himself. Mother said that's why he would make the better ruler. My brother would forever try to improve our standing, whereas I was content being better than the next man. Well, little did she know that the next man was him. I'm going to enjoy killing you, little brother. Grandfather's venom may have failed to reach mother's veins, but it will still reach her heart. I honestly have no idea what this is in relation to. Is it, like, extra? Is it anniversary edition content? We picked up a weapon. Where is said weapon? It was a weapon, not apparel. Weapon, it was like... not that one. There it is, the Headman's Cleaver. Well, that's a new weapon type. Cleavers aren't a thing that's in the base game, so I am assuming that is anniversary edition content. But yeah, who knows. Anyway, here's the book that we're here to get, and I will take these things. There we go. Alright. So, let's keep going through Lost Knife Hideout, finish off the last person. Oh, here we go. Shurgaz's journal. Yeah, I would suspect as much. It working like a great sword. I've long suspected the dark water snake is my older brother Urzog. The fact that he would take on that Monike made it all the more obvious. It may be that the same poison that ran in grandfather's blood is what made him betray us. Are we doomed to repeat the mistakes of our ancestors? Sometimes I wonder. I wish I knew the context for this because I don't.
Everybody pushes me around.
I have no fucking clue who this Urzog person is, or if I'm supposed to know who he is, or anything like that. Get the fuck back here, dude. Face your death with some courage. And there he goes. Alright, that is all this area cleared out for us. Ooh, don't mind me some gold ore. Once again, failed to drink tea without my headphones falling off. Alright, so barring another tangent like that, I would like to... Let's see, my goal for today would probably be... I don't know if I want to go through like all of Mizulft, because the the Dwemer ruins are pretty big. They can take quite a long time to clear, so I'll probably leave Mizulft for next time. But there are other things that we could do that we still have to do on this side of the world. So we will do that. Let me take that. I need to remember I don't need to take the vigorous healing potions because I already have several better potions than that anyway. And I don't even really use healing potions all that much these days. Alright, so that is everything here done. Let's move on our way. Lost Knife Hideout has been cleared for the second time. And we got a 2-for-1, clearing out 2 quests in one go. Ooh, out in the beautiful night sky. Alright, so what we have is Mistwatch. Right, and then there's the Oblivion Gate. Yeah, I'm not sure how long the Oblivion Gate is gonna take us. Where the fuck is my horse? Loki? Where'd you go? Loki.
So many shadowy corners to strike from.
There he is.
Learn to like this place.
Alright, on to Loki. Yeah, let's go do Mistwatch, and then I think... Oh. Hang on, we've got ourselves someone. Die. Nope, I did not mean to hit you, Loki. Alright, I was giving this place a wide berth, but, you know what? I'm thinking Mistwatch may not be quite enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear this place too. Because I'm fairly certain this is...
I'm warning you, back off. Here we go.
Oh, someone recommended me to you? Well, that was very nice of them, whoever they are. Oh my god, she is very painful. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay, this is kind of a little bit too much here. Maybe I can heal off all that damage. Yes, I can. Seriously, Loki, just stay out of this. I don't want you to die. Okay, she was really, really tough. Alright. Well, let us continue on our way. Yeah, why not? Let's clear out this place while we're here. Ooh, Eminent Conjuring. I will be taking that. Ah, that is very fair. Okay. So... yeah, I think this location is the one that has... what's it called? It's the guaranteed drop for the bound bow spell, isn't it? I'm fairly certain this is like the location that speedrunners tend to go to. Because if you didn't know, speedrun strat for Skyrim is you play as a high elf, first of all, because player height does actually have an impact on your speed. So while it's not an actual like stat that you can adjust in character creation, there are certain races that are taller than others, and the High Elves are the tallest race. So High Elves have the highest move speed in the game. And then you need some kind of weapon, ideally one that's going to deal a significant amount of damage. So one of those one of those would be the bound bow, because the bound bow does a pretty solid amount of damage, and it's a guaranteed spawn. Like, you're definitely going to find the bound bow in the game at level 1. Speaking of bound weaponry, but we already have bound sword. Yeah, so it's a common speedrun strat to basically, you know, just run through Helgen. As soon as you escape Helgen, rush straight for... I want to say it's this location. I can't say for certain, but it might be. But yeah, just head straight here. Pick up the bound bow as a high elf. And I can't remember... Ooh. You got an Atronach Forge recipe, I'll take that. Yeah, and then I think basically from that level you should have enough magicka to be able to cast bound bow. I think. I could be mistaken. But yeah, that's just like the general roundabout about how they do it. Now what I can't remember is how they go beyond it. Like how do they... Like, what's the fastest thing that they do? They probably use the fast travel carriages. I think there's also maybe a speed glitch in this game. I can't remember. Maybe I'm just thinking of, Fallout New Vegas. I know Fallout New Vegas had a speed glitch. It had something to do with like breaking your legs and then reloading the game. And if you manage to do it in just the right way, then you get just a permanent increase to your walk speed.
Trust in your eyes. Doom will surely come to any who cross your path.
But yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, here we go. Fort Amal Prison. This might be the place. But you know, there's a couple things that I'd be interested in doing just as, like, challenge runs. I'm not sure how far I'd go with them, but it's basically like, one of them is I have to take and use each enchanted weapon I come across and each enchanted piece of equipment. So like, because you know how most playthroughs you'll be like min-maxing and just once you reach a certain level and you've either been grinding a crafting skill in order to craft the most powerful whatever, or you've done like certain quests so that you can acquire certain items that are like basically going to be your endgame items and apparel. Okay, I'm not seeing this spell. Oh, there it is. It's in a bucket. Alright, so let's see if I already know this spell. I did not. Now we know Bound Bow. And yeah, that is a guaranteed spawn from level 1. If you come to Fort Amal into the prison, check that bucket and you will find your spell. So now let's head over to Mistwatch. Yeah, bucket spell. So let's see. There was Alright, here, I'm gonna place a marker because we don't have a quest to go to Mistwatch. Yeah, so what was I saying? Something speedrun, oh right, challenge run ideas. I think it would be a very interesting challenge run to like basically throw out the entire concept of having endgame gear by saying every single item I come across, I have to use until I've come across something else. And there's a couple ways you could adjust that. So, for instance, you could say, like, for tiered item, like, different, tiers, like, even towards the late game, you will still find enchanted iron stuff, and that may not, like, that may just be too detrimental, once you're at that level. So there's an argument to say once you've reached a higher tier, you're allowed to lock yourself into that higher tier. So for example, if you have iron and then you find something that's steel, you have to take the steel thing and make that your new primary thing, but now you're no longer required to take anything that's iron. That's one possible way of looking at it.
No more. I yield.
But yeah, the idea, of course, also being that you don't do, like, you're not doing any crafting here. You're just taking what the game gives you as leveled loot. So sometimes that can be good stuff and sometimes it can be bad. There is another issue with that, however, and that's part of what makes this a challenge run, is what you're taking won't necessarily line up with what perks you've been taking. So, for example, normally, what a character might do is they would have, say, one, maybe two weapon types that they focus on. Like, a common thing would maybe be archery and one-handed. Like, when you're from afar, you use archery, and then once you're up close and personal, you switch to a sword. Like, that's a pretty common playstyle, I think. In this case, you would kind of be forced to be a jack of all trades. So you would be using light armor and heavy armor, because, like, yeah, whenever you come across those different things, it's going to affect, like, those stats. That is very fair. Now see, Jan. Yeah, Meanwhile, yeah, so I guess in that case you probably wouldn't have to worry too much about magic. Like, you won't be using any of the magic stats or the crafting, any of the magic skills or the crafting skills. You'd be purely focused on like heavy armor and light armor, as well as archery, one-handed and two-handed, and block. Because I would say probably yeah, like for that challenge run, it might be a cool thing to do is like, instead of just forcing yourself to say, okay, I can only use the most recent weapon I picked up, instead what you could say is, I'm allowed to use an arsenal of weapons, but each time I do go each of those, I have to upgrade. So yeah, like for so I would say like you could go, yeah, there's a few different ways you could do it. You could either say, as soon as I pick up an enchanted weapon, that is now the weapon that I will use for the rest of until I find another weapon. Or you could instead you could like be like, okay, so here's my bow that I've taken and I'll be using that bow for ranged stuff, but then when I'm up close and personal, I have, hello Iowa, when I'm up close and personal, I have my two-handed and my one-handed, and for one-handed you have a couple of options. You could either have a shield, so you can upgrade your block, or you could have a second one-handed weapon. And it can kind of be up to you. Like, maybe you go for dual wielding if you pick up 2 enchanted swords in a row, for example. Or you could go for, and then like as soon as you find a shield, you then have to switch over to having sword and shield. So yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of details that I have to iron out for how that challenge run would work and what the rules would have to be, but it's definitely something I want to do at some point. Also, thank you, Iowa, for the hydrate and the stretch. Anyway, we've made it to Mistwatch. And this is going to be the last quest of the day. So, let's see here. Let's remove the quest marker. And yeah, in Mistwatch, we are gonna have to deal with the Mistwatch bandits. What, don't want to attack me because I got my shield up? You're allowed to say bitch. Love how that guy was like, son of a, and just like, dude, just finish the sentence. Like, this game is rated M. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, maybe there's like other countries with different rating systems and they want to be friendly to like those rating systems. That's all a possibility. Alright, candlelight. There we go. Alright. Okay, so we could go werewolf mode on this fort here. The problem is, I'm not really sure how I want to resolve this. So the quest here, for those who've been living under a rock and have no idea what the quest related to this location is, basically this guy is a farmer who lost his wife and tracked her down to the Mistwatch bandits or whatever, and like, you know, he's afraid that they've kidnapped her or something like that. And it ends up being that she actually is in charge of them. She's their leader. So it's up to you.
Who's there?
Here we go. Let's talk to you.
Stendar's mercy, you aren't one of them. Please, you've got to help me.
What's going on?
It's my wife, Viola. I think she's being held in this tower.
Calm down, just tell me what happened.
I'm sorry. You're right. Let me explain. Viola, my wife, left the farm on errands and never came back. It's been months, and I've been searching for her since. I heard a rumor that these bandits were ransoming captives, so I thought she may be here. I managed to sneak past the guards and get this far, but I don't think I can go on. I'm no warrior. Please, can you look for her?
You're sure she's being held here?
Honestly, I have no idea. But I've looked all over, and the kidnappings here started around when she disappeared. So I have to hope.
Very well, I'll look for her.
Thank you. I don't have much, but I can give you some coin for the trouble. One of the guards dropped this key while I hid. I wager it'll come in handy for you. Please hurry.
So, Iowa, yes, it is a mod. So, let me see, where can I show off my mods? There it is. Yeah, so I've got a few mods installed, nothing too big, but one of them is a music overhaul mod that adds more music to the game. It is this one, the Fantasy Soundtrack Project. It doesn't replace in-game music, but it does add new music.
Until you can
and
Viola is here, there's nothing I care to discuss.
It's not that I have any problem with the in-game music, but yeah, it's not that I have a problem with the in-game music, but it is that, like, after you've played it for so long, it eventually does get tiring to listen to the same soundtrack over and over, so it's nice to, you know, mix things up every once in a while. Yeah, so, as this guy just explained, his wife went missing, and he's not 100% positive, but he's relatively confident that she's here. He doesn't know that she's the one leading them. He just thinks she's being held captive. And the actual moral question at the end of all this is basically, she just wanted to escape. Like, she didn't want to have to just be a housewife to a farmer for her entire life. She wanted, like, she had other things in mind for what her life should be long term. You don't look like you're submitting. You're still attacking. So yeah, that's the moral question. And the thing is, there's kind of two sides to this, right? So the main thing that's pretty straightforward is like, oh, well, I mean, she just wants to not have to be tied down to living her life as a housewife, so let's just let her do her own thing and let her have her life away from her husband. But the problem with that is they're still bandits. And we have very clear evidence that these guys kidnap people and, like, you know, hold them for ransom. So, is it ethical to let Fiola live her life as, you know, a happy bandit that doesn't have to be tied down by marriage, when you know that she's doing bad things? Like, we're not just talking about, like, oh, she's, you know, her bandits are attacking, like, just people who deserve it. They actually attack and rob and kidnap innocent people that are just, like, walking on the road. So, if we let Fiola go, we can just, you know, let her... Also, where's Janessa? Okay, Janessa, I need you...
If that is what you wish.
...to carry this cleaver, because the cleaver is weighing me down.
Lead on, then.
Yeah, so that's kind of like our moral question here is, do we let Fiola go? And if so, do we tell her husband that she's dead? At which point he will give up his search, but he'll be heartbroken. But it will at least give him some closure. Or do we tell him that she's still probably alive, and he will continue his search, probably never to find closure. And yeah, like, so we've got a few options here. And it really is a big question of just how do we want to go about doing this? Because we could also just kill her and tell him, hey, actually I don't remember, I don't think I've ever resolved it that way, by killing her. Because So yeah, I have no idea if killing her, if you're given the option to like tell him the truth that his wife has been leading these bandits. You're definitely not given that option if you choose to side with her and let her go. But yeah, this is the moral issue that we're gonna have to deal with here. And I think what I'm probably gonna do is probably just what I always do, which is kill her, or not kill her, is let her go, and tell her husband that she's dead. That's what I think I'm gonna do, at least. Anyway, let's read this note. The lady we grabbed down by the river turned out to be a feisty one. Burbag thought he could beat some respect into her, but it looks like he used too strong a hand. The boss is not going to be happy when she hears about this. Presumably talking about this Imperial right here. Alright, buddy. Alright. So that is all these guys dead. Normally when I come here, I'm a much lower level, and this room right here is a big struggle. But as it happens, that is not the case right now, and I got through these bandits without any issue whatsoever. Alright, so I think we're getting close to the end here. Looks like there's a balcony up here. Is there anyone up here? Also, Janessa, get up off the floor. I hate it when followers do that.
Trouble is in the air here.
Yeah, would you like to get up off the floor and help me with the trouble, or are you just gonna keep living as things are? Alright, let's see here.
All right, Snowbag.
There she is.
Who are you and what are you doing in my tower?
Stand aside, woman. I'm here for Fiola.
Fiola? How do you know that name?
Her husband sent me. Where is she?
Krister? He's here?
Wait, you know him?
The fool's my husband. I'm Fiola. Or I was, once. Don't you see? I left that old scab. Came home to Skyrim and found this rabble of bandits. Didn't take much to prove myself and knock them into shape. Now every free blade from here to Windhelm wants to sign on for a peace.
That's quite a story.
And it won't end here. I'd die before I went back.
There's no way you'll come peacefully?
None. Not back to him.
What am I supposed to tell Krister?
I don't know. I never expected the old bag to follow me so far. Just get rid of him. But don't kill him. I don't hate the man. I just want him to go back to his farm and forget about me.
I'll try getting him to leave.
Take my wedding band. Stoon only knows why I kept it this long. He'll recognize it. Tell him whatever you think will convince him to leave. The ring itself is worth a few bits. Keep it as thanks for cutting off the last vestige of an unwanted fate.
Alright. Also, yeah, I'm just gonna side with her because, frankly, this is one of the few instances in the game where you can actually have a bunch of bandits be on your side. So now every time you come across miswashed bandits, they'll just, you know, help you. or rather, they won't be hostile to you. And you can also just come back to this fort anytime you want. But also, fun little note there with her, with what she just said. I can't remember exactly the wording, but she said, like, Stoon only knows. Now, that is not one of the gods of the Imperial Pantheon, which tells me that she actually worships the Nordic Pantheon, which is pretty cool. Just a little neat fun fact about her is Viola apparently respects the old ways of the Nords and follows that religion. Anyway, let's go and tell Krister that his wife is dead so that he can have closure and go back home and, you know, live a life away from here. Alright. Wait, shit, we walked right past him. I guess we don't have the quest active right now. That's probably why. Yeah, return to Krister. There we go. Alright, hey, Krister, your wife is dead.
What news? Why isn't Viola with you?
She's dead.
That. I gave it to her on our wedding day. Help me, Divines. It's true, isn't it? I'm sorry. Keep the ring. I cannot bear the weight of them in my heart. And I must make the journey alone now. Thank you. I will find you, Viola.
No, she's dead. You know she's dead. Alright. Hey, Viola.
Oh, it's you. I didn't think you could handle this on your own. Did you get rid of Krister?
Yeah, but you might want to keep your voice down. He's kind of in the other room and he'd probably recognize you. But he won't bother you again.
How did... No, forget it. I don't care to know. I'm free of the little man and that's what matters. I owe you a debt and I aim to repay it. We'll see each other again someday. For now, goodbye and thanks.
So yeah, we've got this powerful bandit leader in our debt now. What that means? Nothing. It just means that Mistwatch is now going to be neutral to us instead of hostile. But with that done, there's the dragon that I heard off in the distance. Yeah, we've got a couple things left to do in this part of the world. First, we've got the Oblivion Gate and something to do with Champion's Rest. And then we also have Mizulft. But that's something that I'm going to leave off for another time, because I think I've got my fair share of Skyriming for the day. It has helped my mood. We were off to a very rocky start in the beginning that kind of set me off a little bit, but you know, doing some Skyrim questing and playing my favorite game does relax me a little bit, so I am glad to have done this. So, with that said, let's see, if you want to support me, here are my links, with all the different places you can support me. join the Discord if you're interested in watch-alongs. I do watch parties every month, about halfway through each month, so probably about 2 weeks from now, I'll be organizing a watch party in the Discord where we finish off Shiki, and then after that we'll be starting a new series. And Ian is also there. Ian does a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and they have, like, one thing that they occasionally sometimes do is try to organize tournaments. So yeah, those are both things that you can just go and see in the Discord. If you want to support me in any sort of financial way, you can subscribe to me. You can see here at the bottom of the screen that I have a subscriber goal. I'm hoping to reach 10 subs at some point. Right now we're only at 2. And yeah, if you sub to me, it's just a very easy $5 a month. I get a little money for it, and you get to have access to a bunch of emotes and really cool stuff there. And let me tell you, I have a bunch of emotes, so seriously, like, they're all really great. But if you don't feel like doing subscription, you could also just leave a one-time tip through Stream Elements. Either way, I very much appreciate the support, but if you can't afford to do so, please don't. Your needs are more important than mine. So yeah, just follow me in different places. Subscribe to my YouTube. That's where these VODs will go up. That's also where I have a few other series that are currently on hiatus, but eventually I'll get back to doing them. So yeah, go follow me here, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. No, I already said that. Subscribe me on YouTube. We're actually getting close to the 100 mark there. I am only 4 subscribers away from hitting 100 subscribers on YouTube, so please do consider going there and leaving me a sub. But with all that said, thank you for watching, and thank you for bearing with me. If you've stuck around this long, in spite of my antics and my complaints and depressive ramblings, you probably do actually care about me, so yeah, I thank you very much for that. It's really very much appreciated. So let's find ourselves someone to raid. Whoever we raid, here is going to be our raid message, which you can copy and paste or type it in when we get there. And if you're subscribed to me, you can have access to that emote. So there we have it. Let's see, next stream, my content creation has been entirely up to just what my mood has been for the day, and yeah, that's just kind of all over the place, so I can't really say when the next time I'll stream will be, but probably next Saturday or next Sunday for me at the very least. We will be switching back over to Fire Emblem Engage for that day. I love you too, More Than Mirth. Thank you so much for sticking for the entire stream. Wow. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your support. Yeah. We'll probably be going over to Fire Emblem Engage for that. next week. So, yeah. Alright, let's see who's streaming and who I can raid, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.